Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Village and the Dead, a part of the Violent Horror Stories 2 anthology. A mysterious death took place in a remote village. Everyone has their own motives and their own dark past. To solve the case, we'll have to dig deeper, even if the truth breaks us. Was it worth it? Apparently that's me. Am I talking to myself? Diving into someone's past in order to change the present. I reiterate, was it worth it? I don't know, maybe. You kept on trying, but ended up falling into the void every time. Time after time. You remember that? Do you remember? The archive. So, do you remember? What? I'm asking, do you remember the details of the case? No. Repeat them? Fine, if it's more convenient for you that way. You have arrived to village. We were informed about the death of one of the villagers. Your goal is to investigate the circumstances. Is I just supposed to be the number of options I have? I keep saying I, but maybe I just have a stutter. It's all clear to me now. No, I think it's just how many options I have. It's all clear to me now. I'll leave you to it. We look forward to your call with the new findings. I am so freaking lost. I'm gonna die out here. It's so cold. Well, I guess let's hop to it. Wait, what murder? I have a lot to unpack here. For one, I don't know where anyone is. Let's go up here. Get a bird's eye view. People? Well, there's smoke coming out of a chimney. Well, that kind of closes that theory, because there's smoke out of that one too, but I can't enter. Little newsstand situation. Is anyone home? Oh, finally. Someplace I can enter. It's extremely dark. Ah, a murder. A clue found. Note. How do I do that? This clue is useless. Well, problem solved. Dead man. You approach the corpse. So yeah, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not I. It is just the one. Examine the head. No wounds can be seen on the head. No signs of necrosis have been identified. Examine the neck. Evidence crucial to the case can be obtained from the characters or during the search left click to record it. So I'm assuming they mean this. There are faint marks on the neck. Cause of death, strangulation. Body temperature is low. There are small lividity patches. The arms. Lividity patches over the arms. The left arm has cuts with blood residue. It's hard to tell if these cuts were the cause of death. Examine the legs. There's a strange spot on the right leg. It's moist. Dead man smeared something on his leg. The ointment could be poisoned. Cause of death. Poisoning, perhaps. Examine the clothing. Dead man is dressed in decent clothing. A coat, combat boots. You find a coin in the right pocket. I now have 2 15-cent coins. I robbed a dead man. You have finished the corpse examination. Oh, what was that squeak? Well, oh, clues are hidden all over the village. They will help you verify the evidence. A jar with ointment residue. If you find a clue connected to the fact, you can check it. Press tab. So, jar of ointment. Right? Oh, did it just left-click a fact? I guess cause of death? You need to add a clue to the blank space by left-clicking on it. So, but I don't know anything about the ointment. Strangulation? If you check the correct clue, the status of all other clues will be revealed. There is only one correct clue for each fact. So, he was poisoned? Select a clue to add it to the fact. If you check the correct clue, the status of all other clues will be revealed. It's very strange because I don't know what I am doing. Not enough clues. So he wasn't strangled. We're really leaning into him being poisoned. A lock. This clue is useless. We have a couple useless clues, which is a shame that you can't read the notes. It really just kind of leaves things up in the air. Well. Oh yeah. We went down. I was about to say, like, where the heck am I? Well, let's investigate the car. I stole more money. This is giving me, like, a Disco Elysium-esque vibe, but man, is it dark. It is extremely difficult to see. Fire bucket. We have another weird clue with a fire bucket. So this is, I'm assuming, where the murder is? Maybe. The map is also very hard to read. I think so. Or no. Hang on. It's best if I just go to the house. Okay, this is the house where the murder took place. Or a body was dragged, or some other nonsense. But we have a few more places to check out. A couple buildings that we haven't examined. What do you want? I'm here to investigate the death. Wonderful. The village welcomes a new soul with a tangled fate. But what awaits it? What do you do in the village? Hush. You hear it? Shadows are whispering. Each one is so unique. I'm unique too. I'm quite handy. I can fix so many different things. Or break them, if that's better. That sounds like a threat. You're under arrest. How long have you been living here? A day or a year? A night or a week? Does it even matter? Long enough to go over the edge a little. Okay. How do I exit? Oh, what can you tell me about the dead man? He appeared out of nowhere and vanished just as quickly. He was really chatty with everyone. The dead man talked a lot to the villagers. Way too chatty. I'm fading into the void. I'm sorry, what was that conversation? If you start talking to riddles to a police officer, I feel like they're just going to arrest you. Like, you're suspect numero uno at that point. It's psycho indeed. Okay, so this house I wasn't able to go into, but maybe it's because I had to check the crime scene first. Maybe now we can check out. I have more money. Why do I need this money? What am I buying? What do we have? What do you need? I'm here to investigate the death. Oh, I was the one who reported the body. I must say, you got here rather quickly. Hope the investigation will be just as swift. What do you do in the village? I'm the mayor of this village. I keep things in order, though my main job is to prevent chaos. How long have you been living here? A long time now, around 10 years, a good chunk of my life. The locals have become like family to me, and ask anyone around here, they all know me. What can you tell me about the dead man? I don't have much to tell you about him. He used to look quite dejected most of the time. A day before his death, the dead man looked dejected. He said he came to the village for a break. He came here for a break. Okay. If you need anything, don't hesitate to stop by. I'm just stealing money at this point. Okay, well, This map is very useful now. And there's not a lot of places to go. So, unlabeled bottle. I'm kind of curious. Day before his death, the dead man looked dejected. Right? There's not enough clues to confirm that. Dead man said that he came here to... he came here for a break. Apparently, he didn't come here for a break. Dead man talked a lot to villagers. I keep pushing escape when I really shouldn't. Labeled bottle. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, we still have a lot to uncover. What do you want? I'm here to investigate the death. Well, go on, investigate. What do you need me for, anyway? Want to pin something on me? We don't like that around here. What do you do in the village? Yeah, believe it or not, I live here. Sure, it gets lonely on your own. But I'm no pushover. How long have you been living here? Why do you need to know? Long enough. The rest ain't your business. What can you tell me about the dead man? Well, he died, that's it. You think I keep count of every death in this village? He was gloomy and quiet, and yesterday he made no sound at all. Nothing? Nothing. See ya. Okay, well, I could be heard from the dead man's house. Nothing could be heard. Fact revealed. I think the only thing that's really throwing me off is that I'm not really piecing it together. It just feels like I'm doing a lot of trial and error. I feel like I'm not really, like, getting information. I'm not, like, fact-checking anything. It just feels like I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. But, you know, I've just gotten into the game, so maybe I'm just kind of unfamiliar with what they're asking for me. Hello, dear. I'm here to investigate the death. Oh, you have such a difficult job. You must be around corpses all the time. Don't you get a headache from that? Well, no, they're quite quiet. What do you do in the village? I don't really have a proper job. I just try to be helpful to everyone in my own way. If someone's in pain, I ease it with a tincture. So... basically, the ointment, I'm assuming, is the thing we're getting out of here. How long have you been living here? I've lived here the longest. 15 years now, I'd say. It feels like I'll outlive all of them. What can you tell me about the dead man? Not much. He was still new around here. A little while ago. Last night was a rough one, that's for sure. I heard what sounded like a fight. Sounds of fighting could be heard from the dead man's house. Bye-bye, dear. See you later. Okay, so... I mean, would that not? I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Yeah. Ejected. What's the clue? It could be heard. Yeah, for a break. A while ago. It could be heard. Sounds of fighting. Okay, so yeah, we skipped the sounds of fighting. Which again is really weird because that feels like the better fact. It's really weird on how they've set this up. I mean, I only have 2 more places to go. Whose car is this? Is this my car? It would make sense. I don't know how I got here. There's a man in the window. Yeah? I'm here to investigate the death. I'm scared of deaths. That makes sense. What do you do in the village? Live quietly. How long have you been living here? 8 years. What can you tell me about the dead man? Tried to run away from problems and failed. Okay, well, later. So, the silent lady is probably the most questionable, because it seemed like there were two people. Let me just rifle around in her backyard. Is there anything weird going on? This is apparently nothing. So the only thing we have left is the house to the right. This would be the last of the people to talk to, I'm assuming. What would you like to know? I'm here to investigate the death. Then you'd better hurry. The decomposition process is rather rapid. What do you do in the village? I perform my duties as the doctor. Okay, so maybe that's where he got the ointment. That feels more logical. I keep this village alive. Our climate is harsh, so people often fall ill in the winter, but critical cases are rare. How long have you been living here? 6 years. 6 years and 10 days, to be exact. The village is small and quiet, and I like it that way. Can you tell me about the dead man? He barely talked to anyone. Feels very common so far. Can't even say how long he'd been here. A few months, I think. Well, that information is semi-conflicting. We still can't do anything, I think. Yeah, we can't really add anything. I guess because we're just... don't have enough clues, I'm assuming. Well, what is this? No, no, and no. What then? Something is wrong here. Everything points to suicide. But I have a hunch that the villagers are hiding something. You don't say! They're holding something back. Most likely they don't want to tell the truth. But I don't have any proof. Yet. You must have overlooked something back at the house. Take another look there. Sister's note. Is that for something else? Okay, I'm getting like a third case. Like 2 and 3 cases. But, apparently, I mayhaps have missed something back at the house. It's the mayor's house, I think? Whose house is this? Strange. Oh no, that's the, guess, I don't know what this is. What is this? Some sort of station of some sort. A hotel. A motel, perhaps. Anyway, I have a crime scene to check. Can't enter or do anything about it anyway. What was it? Through... this way. I'm looking for clues about... oh. Instead, I found a ghost. Let me just do a once-over. I mean, there's a whole door that I haven't entered. That probably has something important. You see a strange, distorted figure. Who are you? I'm no shadow, nor delusion. Consequence. Consequence of what? You see me because you're searching. You're searching because something feels off. Dead man did not die by his own hand. Didn't he? The one committing suicide would never fight. The arm. Look at the cuts on the arm. He was murdered. Who's to blame? He was murdered by truth. Murdered by knowledge. He was murdered by... Act 2. He was murdered by Act 2? Okay. So... I am insanely lost. Run away from his problems. A little while ago or several months ago. I feel like a little while. That man hardly talked to the villagers. He talked a lot to the villagers. Nothing could be heard from the dead man's house. Well, maybe we're jumping the gun still. Oh look, the room I didn't enter. A lighter. And a toilet. Does the lighter bring everything together? So, I was hearing like a television. I don't think there's anything else here. But there are ghosts. Do you hear a forgotten melody? Who are you? I'm a song that was interrupted, a smile swept away by time, a tear running down one's cheek, a person loved until my last breath. Why am I seeing you? You're hearing an echo where others hear nothing. You're looking for the notes missing from the symphony of this place. Your heart beats in rhythm with our pain, and you're perceptive enough to notice the crack in the reality. What missing notes? The one who conducts the orchestra concealed some of the scores. To make the melody sound the way he desires. Without those notes, it sounds off-key, and some ears cannot bear the dissonance. Who conducts the orchestra? The one who assigns the roles in this play, who decides who is to sing, who is to be silenced. The one who believes they can trick death itself, but forgets that death has ears too. A love is stronger than death. What? I'm more lost than ever. Is this... Okay, well, I saw the figure. What? I am very lost. Okay, well, maybe I'm just hallucinating things, you know? I mean, clearly. Maybe there was no figure. I guess these are just weird shadows. So am I supposed to... Psycho just plays his part. Theory stabbed, theory poisoning, theory strangulation. Silent Lady's silence is a cage for her inner scream. So things have opened up to now, I'm assuming we are trying to narrow it down. Makes a bit more sense. Hey, quote-unquote psycho. What do you think of the mayor's work? The whole village rests on his shoulders. Tough man. But he tends to falter at crucial moments. He delegated the firefighting to Dead Man once. Okay, so he's been around longer than just a little while. Do you like the doctor? He has a unique worldview. Sometimes he set it aside to help people. He treated Dead Man once and left a burn on his leg. Okay. He left a burn. Okay, so obviously this guy is insane, but that's probably what the ointment was for. So yeah, the doctor gave him the ointment because he had a burn, assumedly from his time as a firefighter. Why a silent lady the way she is? We're two birds of a feather. We have similar auras. We both like it when nobody bothers us. Teacher had nothing. What happened to Urchin? Our souls are connected. He's all on his own now, and he hates it. Same way as me. Psycho can't stand being alone. When was the last time you met the Dead Man? He used to look at me differently. Clearly he wasn't a fan of my unique worldview. But we haven't seen each other for a while, and I was at home last night anyway. I'm fading into the void. I keep seeing figures in houses. Okay. Oh, okay, so first of all, I don't think me filling in the gaps so quickly is a good idea. Yeah, these figures are all over the place now. I'm seeing ghosts everywhere. I've lost it. What about you? What's your deal? Truth awaits the seeker. Who are you? And the question they failed to answer, a spark of knowledge they blew out, a silence that follows the final answer, or final lesson, a scorched page in the book of the village history. Why am I seeing you? You're reading the same book I once read. You're raising the questions which make them suffer. Choosing the same path and it leads you to me. You're looking for flames but end up with ashes. You're reading the same book I once read. You're raising the questions which make them suffer. You're choosing the same path and it leads you to me. I guess, was there a cop that killed the guy? Because we're reading the same book that he once read. So there was somebody else here doing the same thing. You're looking for flames but end up in ashes. I would assume is just talking about the, you know, the dead man being a firefighter. What book am I reading? The book with some chapters torn out, the others written by someone else. Where the truth is hidden between the lines, where the last page is your own reflection. Its ending remains a mystery to you. Why do they suffer? Because some answers dig into an old wound. Its truth reminds them who they used to be. And nobody wants to face their past, especially what looks back as a monster. Knowledge sets us free. It's a weird game, I'll give it that. It does a lot of interesting stuff, but it's so weird that I feel like it's trying to not be a mystery and just trying to be this like esoteric symbolism. Yeah. How do you like the mayor? He's the reason I keep silent. Past conflict with the mayor. Did doctor try to help you? No, but sister rejected him. Somebody's walking behind me. Get poisoned because of him. Sister died of poisoning. Why is Psycho the way he is? Teacher tried to cure. Psycho can't stand anyone trying to cure him. Failed. Can you tell me about the hedge witch? The house caught fire. Psycho guilty. Psycho set head witch's house on fire. Is Urchin okay? Poor thing, abandoned, but inside there's still light. When was the last time you met the dead man? Found out that Psycho isn't what he seems. Bye. Okay, well, it's not looking good for old Psycho, quote unquote. You know, it turns out with a name like Psycho, you get kind of a bad rap. What would you like to know? How would you evaluate the mayor's work? The current one takes good care of the village. In comparison, previous one was far too nosy. For instance, teacher wanted to uncover Psycho's past. Who is teacher? Everyone has a right to a secret, even if it ruins the present. Yeah, I keep hearing teacher, but we've never met a teacher before, have we? What's your opinion on Psycho's state? Just a regular patient. According to my examination, he is mentally ill. Piece of advice, do not talk to him. There was someone who got too close to him. He is gone now. Why do villagers come to Hedgewitch for a cure? We have radically different approaches in treatment. I use only scientifically approved medications, while Hedgewitch favors herbs. Not very professional of her. What is your relationship with the Silent Lady? It's complicated because of her sister. She once proposed to get together, but it didn't work out. Okay, so, yeah, proposed to the doctor. Soon after, she passed away from asthma. I failed to save her. When was the last time you met the dead man? He stopped by the other day, said he had some kind of a rash. The examination showed it was just a minor allergic reaction. Prescribed an ointment to ease the irritation. He still hasn't returned it. I have it. Do you want the dead man's ointment back? There's a figure following me. Okay, so... I still don't think we can do anything about this, per se. Not yet, anyway. This is the main case, after all. But Dr. Store's only approved medications. Apparently, that's not the case. Dead man has a spot on his arm for an allergic reaction or a burn. There's nothing to confirm that. Sister died of poisoning. It is a real shame because it's like things like this, like sister's note. You can't read it. Silent Lady's sister rejected the doctor or proposed that she and the doctor get together. So it's like when you mess up, it's over? Or... okay, there we go. It is rough because, again, you can't fact check anything. You can't read the note. But who is the teacher? They mention a teacher. Also, why is hers grayed out? Her house. Is there something else I can extract in terms of information? Probably not. I assume I have to look for more stuff. Huh. Okay, well, we haven't talked to the head witch and the urchin. So, I guess it would only make sense to talk to them. Hello, dear. How would you evaluate the mayor's work? I'm not too fond of him, my dear. There's something shifty about this mayor. Since he took office, accidents have become frequent. Why doesn't the doctor offer his treatments to everyone? Something does not sit well with me about him. He does cure them, but not quite the right way. I've seen the remedies he made himself. He has a taste for experiments, and it scares me to death. What's your opinion on the psycho state? I don't trust him. Once my house was set on fire. They told me it was an accident, but I'm sure Psycho did it on purpose. He holds some kind of grudge against me. You know about the Silent Lady? Poor girl. It wasn't her choice to become this quiet. It's Doctor's fault, that's for sure. She turned that way after his treatment. Why does Urchin behave like he does? Poor boy. He lost his mother when he lost his anchor when he lost his mother. I just skipped the gun. Be kind to him. He's hard as bark on the outside, but he's got a heart of gold. When was the last time you met the dead man? We actually haven't met personally. I saw him talking to Psycho once. Dead man knew something about him. I could see it in his eyes. Okay. So we're kind of dealing into the whole, malpractice situation. Where was it? Dr. Store's a few self-made medications. Scientific experiments are the most important thing for the doctor. Doctor is knowledgeable about poisons, and a trace of an ointment was discovered on dead man's body. I wonder if I should re-examine the body? It does make me wonder if that could lead to something, but it's hard to say. I don't think I talked to this ghost. The wind brought you here. Who are you? I'm the one who was called by the blizzard. Shadow on the wall of the one left all alone, a whisper of the wind that calls but never finds, a void in place where the heart is meant to be. A shadow on the wall of the one left alone. Is it supposed to be like the mother of the urchin? all the people that we're seeing are past victims of some sort, I'm assuming? Why am I seeing you? You stare into the same abyss that I once did. You're looking for those who are gone forever. Truth makes you squint. You called us, so we came. Who's gone? The one who remembered the sound of my laughter. The one who believed I would return. The one whose hands now clutch only the cold. Whose solitude is louder than any scream. Why does truth make you squint? Some see only what is shown to them, the others what lies hidden in the shadows. If you see both, the world splits, and you will never again be the person you once were. Listen to the blizzard's whisper. Did I ask this? See the world split? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still lost as ever. And I'm still being stalked by an unknown figure. Which just adds to the weirdness of it all. Like, none of it really matters that I'm questioning them and that I'm being stalked by the killer. How do you like the mayor? He says he's always there to help, but that's a fat lie. Only helps if there's something in it for him. Doesn't even lift a finger for my mother. He was just waiting for the blizzard to end. She was out there all alone. Does Doctor treat you well? Such a nasty type. Tells everyone he's gonna fix him. Didn't do a thing to save my dog. He poisoned her and called it a day. Psycho bothering you. You better stay away from him. He paid Dead Man a visit last night. Where is he now? Edwidge, a kind woman. She's a good one. She can stand for herself. She doesn't get along with Mayor. So she stands strong and never lets him near her. Maybe you know what happened to the Silent Lady. She gives me the chills. Even though she does nothing wrong, unlike some people around here. When was the last time you met the dead man? I saw him visiting the doctor a couple days ago. Get some meds for something. Or something. Looked to me like doctor gave him a cough syrup. Huh. Well, all we have left is... Some of them are marked off. I'm wondering if it's because we're learning more about the doctor and now I have to go back to the doctor, but again, it's all very confusing. It's all very distorted. What can you say about the doctor? Takes care of the whole town. People's lives are his highest priority. Together we keep the village safe. What's the deal with Psycho? He's our local fool. He gets into all kinds of trouble sometimes, but I'm always there to clean up his mess. I would never say no to anyone in trouble. Even if they're a criminal? What's your problem with Hedgewitch? We've always been on the best of terms. It all started with Teacher. He was such a good man. Unfortunately, his health deteriorated and he passed his post to me. Happens to Silent Lady. She's a quiet girl, maybe even too quiet, but it's not by her choice. As far as I remember, she has some kind of a throat condition. Why is Urchin the way he is? So he's quite a rascal, that one. But there are reasons for that. He lost his mother. She went into the woods and never came back. I went looking for her, but almost got lost myself. When was the last time you met the dead man? Listen, there was this one time, a house caught fire. I rushed to put out the flames, and he was just standing there, watching me. Strange, but I didn't think of it. If you need anything, just stop by. Yeah, it's still weird. They're all getting grayed out. There's more like it. That's more like it. There's several the suspects. You can point the finger at anyone you want. But, you're missing something. I have to remember. Remember. You must remember. I don't wanna. What am I remembering? What am I trying to remember? So everything is starting to get more and more like red. Yeah, we can't do anything added. Are we gonna get this whole thing where it's actually just us that did this? It's just this whole like, you know, haha, you played yourself situation. Well, we still have Psycho and the Doctor, who isn't grayed out. We've talked to everybody, but clearly something needs to be remembered. Strangulation. Silent Lady is silent is a cage for her inner scream. Mare's response for pleas for help is always based on self-interest or never a refusal. It does feel like the Mare is hiding something. When Urchin's mother was lost in the blizzard, Mare waited the blizzard out or ventured out to find her. But we don't have anything. Since the new mayor took office, there's been more accidents. The village has become safer. There's been more accidents. There's been a lot of deaths. Is the thing that we have to chain them together? Like, we need a string of thought to piece together, which would make sense. Since the mayor took office, there's been more accidents. When the urchin's mother was lost in the blizzard, the mayor waited the blizzard out, which would make sense. And the mayor's response for pleas for help is always based on self-interest, which would make sense. Silent Lady's quietness stems from a past conflict with the mayor, doctor's malpractice, or an illness. I think we still don't have enough information, I'm assuming. But now that we've questioned everybody, maybe, yeah, we can come back. Why did you set the hell... Blah, blah. I cannot speak. The game is melting my brain. Why did you set Hedge Witch's house on fire? I'm the one who wronged her. Because of a colossal mistake, I accidentally set her house on fire, but they managed to save it. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to know. That's pretty funny. I just ask one question, I'm like, okay, well, bye. Should I be making more phone calls? Is that what my coins are for? Like, whoa. Okay, well, what's happening here? Whoa. A license. Act 3. Oh. Well. Okay. Truth awaits the seeker. How did the knowledge become your death sentence? I know too much about their dirty business. I saw numbers that I was not supposed to see. I found out where the village budget vanished to. My wisdom became a threat to them. Who lit the fatal fire? The one who craved to take my post. The one whose ambition outweighed their conscience. The one who set the barn on fire with all documents inside and watched me burn alive. Why does your student remain silent? She's scared of repeating my fate. They threatened her with death. She knows too much but keeps it to herself. Her silence is the price of her survival. When will your soul find peace? When the truth is revealed to the village. When the numbers in the report start telling the truth. When my student can speak again without fear. When knowledge is again a blessing, not a curse. Know what you are. Give me the name that you are erased. You're the teacher. Truth. What a pleasure to hear it again. My knowledge was not wasted. I can teach again elsewhere. May my student find peace. What the heck am I... I'm so freaking lost. Stop wasting my time. What are you hiding from me? Hiding only what a feeble mind is incapable of grasping. Science demands sacrifice, and you are merely another statistical anomaly. You are digging up what should have rotted in the ground long ago. Leave now, or you'll become a part of my next experiment. Who was the dead man? Another nosy idiot who refused to mind his own business. The one who thought he could handle the truth. The body I tried to cure from excess curiosity. My most unsuccessful procedure, but you may become the next. Is that a threat? Or like a medical diagnosis? Curiosity has a 100% mortality rate, and your eyes tell me you might be infected. There's no cure. Who else has been your patient? Those who spoke too much, those who saw too much. village. Those who believed the truth was worth dying for. Their graves shone the efficiency of my methods. You'll be my next patient. Okay, well... seems like a very... like, just cut to the chase situation here. Go. What are you hiding from me? They'll kill you, like sister, like the rest, soon. Who's the dead man? He saw, he heard, he found out, like me. Are you afraid of them? Yes, all of them, together, not human. Why do you help me? Sister must be the last victim. Don't let them take you. Farewell. Okay, so yeah, like, out of everybody here, the doctor and the mayor seem the most guilty of something. I mean, for one, the doctor is blatantly threatening me. Hurry up, you're running out of time. What are you hiding from me? I'm hiding your last chance to leave this place alive. They're bound by a pact of blood. You see the tip of the iceberg. While corpses fester in the depths below. Run before they turn you into another local ghost. Who's the dead man? The one who believed he could change it all, just like you. The mirror in which they saw their reflection and shattered it. The last one to ask so many questions. His ghost is begging you to run now. Why don't you leave? My roots have grown too deep into this soil. Someone must cherish the names of the fallen. I've already become a part of this cursed land, but you still have a choice. What happens if I stay? I'll become another page of their bloody chronicle. Their questions will be buried alongside you. The village will swallow another secret, and we'll be waiting for the next curious fool. May the woods keep you safe. Yeah. It's all very strange. Wasn't the mother was there, but I guess they moved. Had enough of this? What are you hiding from me? I know where they bury the ones you know too much. I saw them meeting at night and whispering. I even got a list. Not that it'll do you any good. Run away before they put your name on it. Who was the dead man? The first one who actually listened. The only one who believed me about the dog. He was digging up their dirt, so they dug a hole for him. Don't repeat his mistake. Why don't you tell everything you know? Dead tell no tales. And I want to see tomorrow. I saw him do it before. What am I supposed to do with this information? Take it. Get out of here. Write a book. Call the cops. Just do it somewhere else. Because around here, knowing stuff is a death sentence. They're already on your tail. Get lost while you still can. It's so weird because I still, right? Like, I'm still not able to fill anything out. It feels like I'm nearing that pinnacle. So it's just so strange that I'm not really getting any more clues. I'm just like going through the motion. It's so strange. Theory, shared guilt. Suspects lack strong alibis. Deadman was in the village undercover. Deadman was digging into the village's business. They killed him to hide their pasts. Everyone has a dark past. Okay, well, we ended that, which does add up. The mayor and hedge witch argue all the time. Silent lady's quietness stems from an illness. A past conflict. I think it's mostly the past conflict. I mean, we learned that from the teacher, correct? Where he pretty much said that everyone's pretty much saying that if you learn too much, you're pretty much goner here. I don't even think we've done anything on this one. Psycho set Hedgewich's house on fire by accident. Dead man watched as mayor put out the flames. Dead man single-handedly put out the flames. The dead man was a good guy. Psycho paid a visit the night before. He was replaced by force. It had nothing to do with his health. Psycho just plays his part. Psycho can't stand anyone trying to cure him being alone. Yeah, and then there's that. Like, some things don't even need, like, completed. You just need the 2, and then you're done. Like, you don't even have to worry about it. A bunch of bizarre details is enough to drive Psycho into a knife-wielding frenzy. So, yeah, Psycho just plays his part, so they, like, rile him up. Psycho is mentally ill. Psycho isn't what he seems. I think Psycho is being poisoned by the doctor. That man knew the past of Psycho. That man didn't really like. I think he knew the past of Psycho. I think Psycho's generally a good guy, but he's being, you know, twisted. Anyway, we're missing a lot of stuff. We're missing a lot of ghosts, such as the mother. The wind brought you here. Why can't your soul find peace? I was betrayed by the ones I trusted. They promised to keep me. They promised to help me, but didn't keep their word. Now the cold and eternal sorrow are my only home. I'm waiting for the truth to be revealed. Who's guilty of your death? The one who was supposed to protect me, but stabbed me in the back. The one who pretended to be a healer, but gave me poison. The one who seemed like a friend, but who watched in silence. There are a few of them. There's a few of them, I think that's a typo, and they're still there. You regret the most that I didn't warn the others, that I fell a victim of a beautiful deception, that I left my close ones in the face of tragedy, that I didn't reveal the secret which died with me. What will bring you peace? Definitely not forgiveness. I don't need it. Or like justice. People must learn their names. The innocent ones should not be seen as guilty. I want the truth to open my eyes. I know who you are. I don't know who you are. I think you're the mother. Finally, someone remembers. A little boy, let him not be alone. Let him not be alone. I can leave now. My heart is at peace. Does that change anything, though? Doctor knows how to poison. I think the doctor probably did poison the sister, but it's interesting that we don't really, that the mother isn't connected to anything yet. Yeah. Is the mayor gonna boot me out? Talk fast and get out. What are you hiding from me? I'm hiding this village's stability from the likes of you. An order built on bones and it will endure. You really think you're the first one to come here seeking justice? Your predecessors are pushing up daisies. Who is the dead man? A nail that stuck out and had to be hammered down. A mistake we handled for the sake of, for a greater good. A nobody, and you will soon join him. Again, this kind of ruins the mystery when you have people who are just like, I'm going to kill you. The final warning for those nosy ones. Do you confess to murder? I do confess to upholding order. Sometimes a rotten branch must be cut to save the tree. I am the law, you are the branch. Get ready to be pruned. How many branches have you cut? As many as needed it. Some hindered the progress, others just stuck out. That teacher, that woman, now this outsider. The village grew stronger after they left. The village will remember you. I'm starting to get, yeah, I'm getting this, like, sneaky suspicion. I'm being threatened. This ghost is different. Do you hear a forgotten melody? Why is your gaze frozen in terror? I saw his face at the very last moment. The one who whispered of love delivered death. He smiled as he handed me a cup of poison and watched me slowly fade away. Who served you the fatal drink? The one whose hands trembled from hatred. The one my heart rejected. The one who played the saint. His eyes blazed with triumph. So the sister did reject the doctor, and so he killed her. What did you feel in your last moments? The fires in my throat, and the bitterness of betrayal, the ice creeping through my veins. The shock that love could be so lethal, and a thirst for revenge in the face of eternity. When will your soul find peace? When my sister learns the truth about my death. When he shows his true face. When poison no longer kills the innocent. When love is no longer a death sentence. I know who you are. You are the sister. Yes, I'm finally free. I hope my little sister will speak again. I will sing again, up there. Love must never kill, remember that. Well, does that mean I can fill some stuff out? No. Dead man has a spot on our... I don't know what caused that. Rejected the doctor. Doctor restores self-made medication. Scientific experiments are the most important thing. Huh. Yeah, I'm still not able to really change or add anything. Not able to... Which is odd. Lady's silence... Because I feel like we're, again... Have I not gotten this information? The fact that I just can't do anything with it. Silence Lady quietness stems from past conflict. Last mayor left due to health. Yeah, and then we can't even fill this out, even though we know at this point he's been killed. I guess maybe it's just like a last thing. Yeah, do I have to... I haven't found the dead man. He's the only one left, right? Out of all the ghosts, he's the only ghost I haven't talked to. I thought that fire was green. Oh, dead man, where are you? He's probably not going to show up. But I am curious if I have to do something before the very end. Let the final act commence. What are you hiding from me? I'm hiding the grand play where everyone plays their part. You sneaked backstage only to find the filth and the ropes for the gallows. True art demands true blood. And you're perfect for the final scene. Who was the dead man? A critic who dared to judge our play. A specter who got too close to the scene. An actor who forgot his lines at the most crucial moment. My finest critique. Until he critiqued no more. Is it only just a performance to you? All of life is a theater, and death is its finest actor. I'm merely the director of this bloody play. It's your ongoing rehearse your final line. It's your oncoming rehearse your final line. The curtain drops with your last breath. How many plays have you directed? Fires my finest lighting technician. Poisons the most expressive makeup. Fears my loyal composure. For every finale, an audience awaits. It's your time to shine, star. Okay, well. Oh. Hey, dead man. The truth cuts to the bone. Who are you? I am the unspoken question for which people die. The final drop of the truth they could not wash away. Shadow cast between what happened and what they told instead. A voice from the silence they tried to confine to me. Or me too. What did this voice tell? You've walked in my footsteps, yet avoided the dead end. You hear the whisper of lies, and now your ear is tuned to the truth. From now on, we're connected. You have continued what I began. You are close to the answer, and I am a variable in the equation. What did you start? Digging up their garden full of poison ivy. Drawing a map on which every path leads back to one house. Counting the shadows in this village for they outnumber the living. Calling things by their true names. It's lethal here. Whose house? The one where the light burns day and night, so they never have to see the darkness within, where windows face everyone, yet never see themselves. Where the keys to every lock are kept, save for the one to their own conscience. A house where three reside, but only one thing breathes, the fear. That's a weird riddle. I know what you are. You're the dead man. Finally, the circle is complete. They thought the truth could be buried with me. Take my pain, and do not let it be in vain. I'm free now, while their judgment is only beginning. I am still more lost than ever. Because I'm not able to wrap up anything. Cause of death, poisoning. I don't think he was poisoned. Which is obviously why this isn't done, I'm assuming. We're not able to fill it out. Which is the most annoying thing for me, because I feel like it's pretty obvious that the doctor poisoned. Like, there are multiple killers here. But we're not able to set it in stone. But what now? I want to find something out, reveal the fact. I found out what happened, suggest the theory. Okay, so we could ask for help. Is that just... Is that all that is the problem? Is... I just haven't asked or found the right thing. I haven't asked the right question. Because I don't know what other facts that I could find. Right? I mean, I guess I could just burn through them. I have 5 of them. But that seems kind of lame. Just kind of boring, you know? Yeah. There's nothing that I can ask. There's nothing that I can find. I guess we could visit, the one burnt house again, because he's... The dead man is making it sound like there's something in the house. There's something in a house. Maybe it's the house that we just didn't maybe it's the house that he died in. It's the doctor, I think. Who else has been your patient? Those who spoke too much. Okay. Huh. Yeah. It's very strange. It's kind of disappointing if I do have to spend coins to find out the truth, I guess. I'm gonna do one more peek, then we're gonna cash in, and then I guess I'm spitballing. Okay, I'm just gonna cash in my coins, I guess. I want to find something out. I seem to be completely lost. Doctor knows how to poison. Doctor is hiding something valuable. Doctor is surrounded by corpses. Entire fact can be revealed with a single paid call to the archive. The archive has no information on some facts. We only do... Archive cannot help. Cannot help. Merchant's dog died of poisoning by doctor. Can we... The man settled in the village several months. Huh. I mean, yeah. Can't solve that one because I already did. So even if I did this... Let's see. It's 2... I mean, yeah. That's kind of... I don't know if I like that. I have to use these in order to know the clues. That's so weird. That is a weird concept. I assume it's because you're basically calling in, like, hey, was there actually, like, a death of this dog? But, I don't know. It just feels kind of corny and cheap. Like, instead of me actually questioning the archives, being like, hey, you know. Oh, now I can't. Wait, I thought I could. Yeah, I thought I was able to... Strange. Well, I've solved them all. I want to find something out, make a call to get some details. You've learned everything you need. Okay, well, let's piece together what I've learned. So now that I've done that, can I finish this? It doesn't look like it. Which is really odd, because I thought I saw... It's very strange. Since the new mayor took office, there have been more accidents, which is something that I already... Yeah. Last mayor burned to death in an accident. Mayor bare hands are strong enough to silence anyone who gets in their way. Bunch of bizarre details known for driving the psycho. The man came into the village to escape his problems, but couldn't cope and took his own life. Huh. Still very strange, because I thought I found out what happened to suggest a theory. I guess. I think it's a shared guilt. I mean, I think that's obvious at this point. I guess these other things are just kind of to kind of assume that. You make a call to suggest a theory. Confirm your choice for the record. Yep, I'm sure. Your shared guilt theory fits perfectly. Each of the 3 suspects had their own motive. Each of them hid in this village, fleeing from the consequences of their past deeds. Dead man realized it was too late. By the time he uncovered their past, it was too late. Now all that remains is to wait for the reinforcement. They should arrive by morning. You only need to survive until the suspects realize you know their past. Past, so you failed to remember, but it no longer matters. The past has been hunting us all for years. All attempts to outrun it have been in vain. Perhaps it's time to stop running. What? Start investigation? And then I just go back in circles? Yeah. That is so confusing. It's a very cool concept. I think, of course, there's probably a few details that I missed. But it's a weird mystery. It feels very much inspired by Disco Elysium. it just feels very mental, I guess, if that makes sense. It just feels very out of the ordinary and strange, weird. You know, it's this mental battle that you as the detective are making. There's a few things that I just don't understand in terms of the mechanics, because obviously the coins should be treated like a tip, but it felt like I had to use the coins. Like I had to get that information because I could not gather any other information. Maybe again it's just something that I did wrong, but it's a very weird game. It's very enjoyable, but I do think it needs a little bit of refinement if you know, a further stage was to get put on this game. I don't know if these games will evolve into something more like No, I'm Not a Human for the first anthology. But I do like the style. There's a lot of positives that I like about it. I do like the mystery of it all. I just think the mechanics are very strange. I of course like the idea of this very like Sherlock Holmes, you know, again Disco Elysium, where it's like this mental battle. You're talking to ghosts, which are obviously just symbolisms of the past. It's all very interesting and fun, but the actual mechanics felt very convoluted and strange. But hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, there'll be a link down in the description where you can play this game for yourself. The anthology is up, and there are multiple games. We've done a few already. Hi, What's Your Emergency, and Strike from the Skies. I want to do maybe a few more in the series, the anthology, but I don't want to do every single game just because I do want to encourage people to play the anthology for themselves. Of course, if you've enjoyed, feel free to like the video. It greatly means a lot. Of course, sharing it around, things like that, hyping can mean a lot for the channel. But of course, if you're interested in this kind of content, either be it Let's Plays or some of the lore videos and discussion videos that we do on the side, then feel free to subscribe. That way you can stay up to date for when videos come out. But above all, hopefully, I see you all in the next video. See you then.